Hello, I'm Greg, an artist, designer and printmaker here in Kent. Allow me to introduce you to the Studio Diaries of Circa 1990. The Studio Diaries feature some of what I've been working on. Sit down, relax and join me as I experiment, explore and create in my design studio. This week, I am working on a Geeklay print, which utilises digital illustration, stencils and Photoshop processing. The style is inspired by Andy Warhol's packaging prints and Eric Carle, who illustrated The Very Hungry Caterpillar. I start by creating the stencil artwork in Adobe Illustrator. I'm drawing freehand the shapes and proportions, which I find most pleasing. I'm working in two colours, so I will need to make two stencils. I have to ensure the design has enough bridges in the stencil so that the areas which will block the paint are supported and connected to the main stencil in one continuous piece. Using the light which falls on the bottle gives a bridge between the glass and the label. The text also needs to have plenty of bridges, otherwise the holes in the O's would fall away and be replaced with solid dots. I export the file as a CSV so it can be read by my Cricut cutting machine. I have added to the design registration marks in the top left and bottom right. These help me line up the stencils when printing each colour. Then by painting and dabbing acrylic paint onto the design, I build up an organic painter texture for the piece. After allowing the base colour to dry, I can add the black layer to the artwork. On a layered stencil, the black layer often brings the piece together. I add an additional colour to the stencil.
I'm noticing that the stencil is giving some colour to the paintbrush, so that's picking it up and it's giving a rather interesting orange glow to it. So I'm going to work with that and see how that turns out. I really like that, it's such a nice effect. Okay, so let's release this and see how it looks. Nice. Particularly like the glow, some yellow paint here and here. Nice. So I've got a selection of prints here. Onto various successors. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to photograph all of these now, and then with the photographs I will bring them into Photoshop and see where else I can take this.
I found that the photographs didn't give me the clarity I was after, so I scanned them in at 600 dpi and brought the images into Photoshop. First I cleaned them up, removing any of the bleed that had gotten under the stencil, and then removed the paper from each image. Then I brought all the prints into one document and created a repeat pattern of 20 bottles. I wanted to enhance the texture further, so I added a threshold layer and multiplied it over the bottles. This made the bottle prints more unique over the repeat and brought about some more grain to the artwork. The end result was beautiful. The painted textures really came through. I have sized the artwork so that it can be printed by a specialist fine art printer in A4, A3 and A2 sizes. I can see this print working really well in a kitchen or a dining room, and it is available to purchase on my Etsy store. I will place a link in the description. It was a rewarding project and one which I enjoyed working on thoroughly. Thank you for joining me for this episode of Circa 1990 Studio Diaries. If you'd like to support this channel, show your appreciation by subscribing, or like this video. Thank you for watching and have a great day.